Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you were really, really satisfied with your life? Like with what was going on? Maybe your financial situation, your relationships, your network, your career, your job, things that you're passionate about, what you're working on. When was that time, really? Like for the most part, when I bring that up and I just go, when were you at your happiest and when do you reckon you were all round maxing? 9 out of 10 times, people would say that that was in their 20s. And why is that? Why do people live in their 20s as opposed to in their 30s or in the 40s? Why do people think that when they were younger, that was the best time? For me, that was a time where I mentally had no responsibility, not a care in the world. Whether I failed or not didn't even matter. Like for the most part, I was young. Things just seemed to happen all the time. I was always going out. No matter how much I trained, I'd always be able to back it up. I could get off on 3 hours sleep, back it up every single day, go to work like nothing happened, like it was nothing. And I was living there for, obviously most of my 20s, because I went through my 20s, pretty obvious. But for the most part, when you get to your 30s, you get a little bit of a mindset shift. You take your foot off the accelerator for the most part, go a little bit easier. You're probably more aware of how much you're training, who you're hanging around with. Maybe it's financial decisions and pressures that people put on you, and it kind of gives you like an imaginary handbrake to how quick you're going, might slow you down, and you get sucked into the real world pressures, of things that you think that you should be doing, the things that will make you that were going to make you happy. And I participated in it. I bought the house, I did the development, I bought the cars, I lived in all the places, and I'm coming to you from a place and telling you that that's not it, guys, And you shouldn't be living you shouldn't subscribe to that kind of living, that mentality, because I've been there and I've done it, and I'm telling you right now that is not everything. The best time in my life, right, was when I adopted that mindset of, I'm not shit, I can't do anything, I'm not doing anything, I could be challenging myself more. It's kind of like when I started that apprenticeship early in the 20s. I got that beaten down, telling me that I'm no good, that I didn't know the skill, I had to turn up every single day, things weren't working, I wasn't getting better. And through that struggle was when I absolutely leveled up and I cemented everything about myself, my resolve, my energy, the way that I talk to people, the way that I can turn up even when it isn't going my way. And I subscribe to that all in my 20s. It's only when that imaginary switch came into my 30s and people started putting their limitations and things that they gave up on, because I was just in a wrong environment, guys. So if you're in a wrong environment, right, let me ask you this. If you go into work, right, and you are paid to be at work there with someone, right? So you're not even there out of your free will. You're there because you want to get paid. Then you're listening to someone who particularly you wouldn't want to have their results, and they're putting their limitations on you, things that they gave up on, And bit by bit, don't get me wrong, if you're strong-willed and you've got ambition and you've got goals, you're going to disregard it for the longest part. But the longer you stay in there and you seek comfort, right, and you stay in that environment, their ideas, their beliefs, they will slowly creep into you. How do I know this? Because that's exactly what happened to me. And for 5 years, guys, I just literally went from should be right to taking it easy to being comfortable, whatever, not challenging myself. And then what it led to me was literally like a deep place of unfulfillment, mediocrity, boredom, because I knew that I had heaps left off the table. This video isn't for everyone, guys. This is for the guys that want to be better, right? And I adopted their beliefs, their ideas of success and everything like that. And like I said, I've attained most things for the most part, except I haven't done the family part, guys. I haven't done that. So there was a massive void of energy, like effort, will, just resources and stuff like that had to go somewhere. But putting it into like a box with a roof and not experiences was a massive mistake by my opinion. Like I'm telling you, like in my experience, it was a massive mistake. It enabled me to forget about all my dreams for the most part, sign up to something for 30 years that, you know, literally just have to just literally pay things off, you know, in the hope that I will return, that I will, you know, be able to live and enjoy it when I'm at 60 or whatever. And my body, like, I'm getting out of construction now. I can imagine what my body would feel like in 30 years. There's no way you'd be able to enjoy it. Have a look around, like people that have gone there, they worked hard their whole life and they literally just drop off at the time when they should be enjoying it. So I thought to myself, that's not a winning strategy. That's not something that I could prescribe to if I'm already feeling like this. And this is the thing. I just realized to myself, and like, I needed to get excited again. But how do I get excited again? So this video is for someone that wants to be better, wants to get excited again. Maybe you challenged yourself in the 20s, but maybe things just got stale. How do you break through? What do you do? It's going to take a massive tectonic shift, and it's going to take massive action. First things first, you need to get out of as much shitty consumer debt as possible. Think of all the things that you are paying off right now, whatever. Do they need to be paid off? Do they make your life better? Does it sit in the garage for months and months and months? Do you actually enjoy it? Even if you buy something, are you too scared to use it because you paid that much money for it? Get rid of it and start buying experiences. It has enabled me, like by me living lean like this, I've been able to travel for 3 months, no worries, not a problem, not a care in the world. Come back, I can still have another year or 2, 3 years off. Why? Because I don't prescribe and I don't buy all the stuff that is told me that will make me happy so I can enjoy it later. It's a different mindset. If I accumulate enough experiences and become the person who, not how do I get that joint? Who do I need to become for a person to get that place? That is when that mindset shift totally changed for me. I'm able to be light, and some people will go, well, you don't own anything. Well, my argument to you is that you don't own anything as well. If you stop paying it off, like, you know, you don't own anything as well. So we are all bound to it as well. The key difference is that I can go for my dreams now. I don't have to wait for anyone. I'm not bunkered down by this debt. That debt has to go. Another thing that I would mention, detox from social media. There are so many ideas floating around. Oh, get this business model, whatever. Pick one, guys. Pick one thing and get absolutely exceptional out of it. If you don't, it's because you're not competent at it enough. Don't go for what you love. Go for what you're good at. When you get good at things, people will stick with things with what they're good at. It's kind of like carpentry. I'm okay at it. I'm pretty good at it. I don't love it, but I was good at it, and it enabled me to earn X amount of money, which enables me to live this lifestyle. It wasn't something I was deeply passionate, but that needed to happen so I could earn that next step to go what I'm passionate and what I'm actually better at, all right? And detoxing from social media enables you to be bored, guys, right? That is super, super important. Think about it when you are, like, for me, this might go over some people's heads right now, but when I was younger, I literally just had to kick rocks, waiting for buses and stuff like that. I was bored, great. My mind would actually be able to be present. I could think about stuff. That is where I've thought about doing YouTube for the most part, starting with these small courses, being an online coach for the most part. Why? Because I was bored. I literally detoxed. There wasn't, try this drop shipping idea and this and that, whatever. Just pick one thing and commit at it. And whatever is your strength, you know? Don't write down your goals, guys. Like, don't underestimate the importance of not writing down stuff. What isn't written down can't be measured. And the reason why a lot of people don't write it down is because they don't want to hold themselves to account. They don't want to say, I actually need to follow through with it. Like, every day I've got a list, believe it or not, 5 things I need to tick it off. 2 YouTube videos was today. Like, I have to do 2. This is the first one. I want to do 2. There's a difference. And I am going to do 2 because I said I was going to do it. You know what that does to you on a deep subconscious level? When you say that you're going to do something, you just turn up for yourself and do it. It breeds competence, which breeds confidence. And it's just an all-around positive feedback loop. Just going, you know what? When I write stuff down, I am going to do it for the most part. Writing down big things that scare you guys. See, this is the thing. Like, when you were doing stuff in your 20s, there was no fear. You could go for things. Maybe in your teens, you were going for it, whatever. So you took the foot off the accelerator. You stopped challenging yourself. Why not just aim bigger, guys? There's no failure. Like, it's just lessons, guys. It's just people that are experts in things, you know what I mean? They've just failed the most. They've made the most mistakes for the most part, you know? That's all the expert is being. That is it. They just picked one thing and they made the most amount of mistakes in it, and then now they can teach people about it. That's what it is. That could be you guys. Don't be scared. Aim bigger. I'm telling you guys that I've left a lot off the table. I didn't aim big or whatever. I am changing it this year. I'm trying different things. You have to, you know what I mean? Because if you've got the same result, and I'm too comfortable at work, I can just rock up and work forever, guys, because I'm comfortable there and I can do it. Is that the right strategy? No. I'm always at my best and at my peak when I'm getting challenged, when things are difficult, when I don't know what's going to happen, when I have to go on the fly or whatever. That is when you are in the moment. That is when you are living, and that is when your best self comes. Just kind of like diamonds, like when they're put under pressure, like they make diamonds. Straight up, I hate saying it, but it's so true. Your level up is made out of that stressful moments. It's not made of what you can do. It's doing what you can't do with a smile on your face and with competency and with confidence and with a good mental attitude. That is your level up, and that is how you get new levels and you get a new baseline and stuff like that. Guys, I can't explain this. Like I said, I mentioned this before briefly. If you do not want someone's results, right, in said field, it is insanity to listen to people, you know? Insanity to think what they would think, you know what I mean? And ask for their opinion, particularly if you're getting paid to go in there and you're not even there because you want to hang out with them, and then you're asking them and you're looking at the results. If you would never change places with them, and you never should, because your life should be the best life that you're ever living, you know, for the most part. And you should be the main character there. It's not narcissistic. It's just kind of like, no, I want to live the best life ever. I deserve to. Why not, guys? You've got one life. You think that you're going to come back, that this is a video game. This is it, bro. Like, it's not coming back. So don't ask opinions of people that don't have results or anything like that. That is the biggest mistake, and that has cost me years, guys. That is one massive takeaway. Please just implement that. Just be very like laser focused, and don't let too many opinions sway you, you know? Run to the pain, guys. Pain is the best. It makes you grow. That chick, she did that to me. You know, or, you know, that I did that in the relationship, or, you know, I got burnt in this business deal. Good. It hurts. That's how you learn. Touch the hot plate once, touch it twice, touch it 5 times, touch it as many times as you need to, but you will learn. It is the best teacher. And this is the thing. It brings on to my next point. Your level up lives in discomfort. Whenever you truly do things like that you can't do, and you're uncomfortable and you don't know if it's going to work or whatever, that is when you grow, guys. And if you can get comfortable being in that discomfort and always doing that, because that's what everyone doesn't want to do. They don't want to go to those places. And I'm telling you guys that your level up, your zest for life, vitality, ambition, will to live, will to do anything, which is kind of what you had earlier in your days when you were going for it and everything was possible before the whole world told you that you had to live a certain way. That is what you should be doing. That is where you should be living, you know, because everyone just wants to be comfortable, you know. They just want to, no stress, bro, you know, whatever. Okay, cool. I'll take that stress, you know. I'll take it with a smile on my face. I'm telling you guys, if you have that mindset, and if you got that mindset, and that's how you operate, guys, I'm telling you that you're going to level up. If you feel stale and you don't have zest for life, implement those things, go back and rewatch it, and that's it. That's all you need to do, guys. Have a personal development plan. Guys, this is exactly what I teach. It's the link is in it's the first link in the description, guys. And this is how I do it. There's no secret sauce, guys. I just turn up every single day. I've got a plan. I measure it. I tell people exactly what I'm going to do. I keep myself accountable to you guys because I'm coming here on YouTube, and that's the formula. That is the secret sauce, and that is what works, guys. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys got value from it, and I'll see you in the next one.